Mythbusters couldn't stand each other.
Jamie and I don't get along very well. That's not a secret we've held.
While Drake and Josh weren't exactly buddies either.
We made this thing that people really love, but maybe we weren't that close.
However, let's begin by talking about Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes, who ironically played the inseparable lovers Romeo and Juliet. Prior to filming the movie, the actors had spoken very highly of one another.
Claire Danes is the most fantastic young actress.
I was thinking that was the lady from the Titanic. I was like, hey, yo, I never knew. That's crazy. I was about to say, like, is that why? Oh, man, he was mad that she got the Oscar.
However, in his early days, Leo would always pull elaborate pranks on his co-stars, which was appreciated by some people on set, but despised by others like Claire Danes. He tried to pull multiple pranks on Danes when the cameras weren't rolling, and the young actor wasn't having it. It's rumored that the young actress found Leo a little immature. For the very same reason, DiCaprio found Danes to be uptight and overly serious, and as a result, according to some sources, the pair barely spoke to one another when not filming scenes together. Roughly 1 year later, Danes was offered but turned down the lead female role in Titanic, with some speculating that she was simply uninterested in doing another film with DiCaprio. Despite this, the two have always talked highly of one another in public.
The dude is a genius.
I don't think they absolutely hate each other. It's just like some people you connect with, some people you don't, and you realize that in films you can tell that type of chemistry. A point, Aquaman 2 with Jason Momoa and Amber Heard, the chemistry really wasn't there, and they had to do so much stuff around it to make it look like they have chemistry. But yeah, it was probably like chemistry reasons. They don't hate each other. It's just chemistry wise, it wouldn't be good for the movie.
Been a genius for decades now.
Which wasn't the path taken by Kevin Smith after figuring out that Bruce Willis was a complete and utter dick. The two had agreed to collaborate on a 2010 movie called Cop Out, and 2 years prior in 2008, Kevin Smith praised Bruce Willis for being his favorite actor and biggest inspiration. However, as the two began working together, Kevin Smith realized he should have never met his hero.
Yeah, never meet your heroes. Unless I'm your hero, I will be here for you. I will support you. And I'll do my best to boost you up. Depending if you're not crazy. Sorry. But yeah, Bruce Willis, I don't know. He just seems like weird. I don't know. He's like one of the celebrities I do not want to meet.
Despite Smith being the film's director, Willis refused to take any direction, with Smith later stating, "I was going at it like Bruce, do it like this. I was directing Bruce the way I direct everybody else." And Bruce was like, "I've been acting like Bruce Willis for 25 years. Do you really think there's anything you're gonna tell me that I don't know?" At a later point during filming, Bruce Willis threatened to punch Kevin Smith, after which Willis had to be separately photoshopped into the movie's posters as he refused to turn up to the photo shoots. On top of this, Willis failed to attend the party celebrating the movie's completion, where Kevin Smith made a toast stating, "I want to thank everyone who worked on the film, except for Bruce Willis." In a 2013 interview, Willis clapped back by stating, "Poor Kevin, he's just a whiner, you know. We had some personal issues about how we approached work. I don't have an answer for him. I'm never gonna call him out and lay him out in public. Sometimes you just don't get along."
What are you talking about? You're not gonna lay him out in public? Aren't you like literally having an interview or like spelling out like you have a problem with him right now? What type of logic is that?
Although this isn't the end of the story. After Willis was recently diagnosed with aphasia, Kevin Smith took to Twitter writing, "Long before any of the cop-out stuff, I was a big Bruce Willis fan. So this is really heartbreaking to read. He loved to act and sing, and the loss of that has to be devastating for him. I feel like an asshole for my petty complaints from 2010, so sorry to BW and his family," which is a much nicer ending compared to that of Sylvester Stallone and Richard Gere. The two met whilst filming a movie called The Lords of Flatbush, where Stallone instantly disliked Gere's demeanor, stating, "We never hit it off. He would strut around in his oversized motorcycle jacket like he was the baddest knight at the round table, although the real argument came when the two were eating lunch together." Stallone stated, "I was eating a hot dog and he..."
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, why are you showing me a glizzy right now? Like, bro, the most randomest... I'm not gonna lie, that hot dog looked kind of good, too. Let me just focus. Let me stay focused. Let me get... Pause.
climbs in with a half a chicken covered in mustard with grease nearly dripping out of the aluminium wrapper. I said, "That thing is gonna drip all over the place." He said, "Don't worry about it," which was followed by Richard Gere spilling grease all over Stallone's pants. As a result, Stallone, quote, elbowed him in the side of the head, after which the director chose to replace Richard Gere with a different actor altogether. Despite this taking place more than 50 years ago, Stallone has stated, "To this day he seriously dislikes me," which is an ending also shared by Ariana Grande and Jeanette McCurdy after their one and only season of...
Honestly, this is what's sad though. Those two were like golden. Like the show, I seen like clips of it. I never watched the whole thing, but it's like taking the best characters of the main show and putting them in together in their own main show. Really, pretty much. But yeah, I'm on Team Sam. Always on Team Sam. Oh my gosh, she is so beautiful, bro. She's just so gorgeous.
Of Sam and Cat. When the show came to an end in 2014, Ariana Grande made an extensive heartfelt twitlonger thanking everybody involved.
Did she really thank Dan Snyder? I think that's his name, but that dude is a creep. A legit creep. And he believes in those sucking of the toes. He was a toe freak too. Oh man. Honestly, do not put me in a place with him, bro. Do not do it.
In the production, except for the other main co-star, Jeanette McCurdy. This implied that the two weren't as close as the show suggested, which was confirmed at a later date when Jeanette stated the following.
She would have to miss work because she was being pulled in all directions, so she's got to do radio shows, she's got to do the Billboard Awards, the Grammys. She's performing at the Grammys, and I'm like acting on the show with a box because they decided that like for that week her character needs to be trapped in a box so she can go perform at the Grammys.
Wow. I mean, here's another thing. It's great that you have all that stuff, but like, if you don't have time for the show, let them know or don't be in it. Like that is kind of disrespectful for Jeanette McCurdy. That is very disrespectful because like she's like was her job. Like she was there to act and she was just there to work. And if you weren't there and they had to write a whole episode of you just being in the box so you can do other stuff, just leave the show. Like that had to be part of the contract, right?
As a result of this, Jeanette would write, "Ariana misses work in pursuit of her music career while I act with a box. I'm pissed about it and I'm pissed at her, jealous of her."
Well, yeah. I mean, rightfully so, because she's doing all this other stuff and while she is still getting a paycheck from the show. And Jeanette is only doing the show because she knows she probably doesn't have a lot of time for everything. It would go against like contract, I'm pretty sure. So, I don't know. I don't know. Like if Ariana wanted to focus on music, she should have just done that and just not agreed to the show.
Expressing further jealousy in her memoir by attacking Ariana's upbringing. Ariana grew up in Boca Raton, Florida, an incredibly wealthy, idyllic town with a healthy mum who could buy her whatever she wanted whenever she wanted. Gucci bags, fancy vacations, and Chanel outfits. Jeanette's hatred toward Ariana always felt pretty pathetic. However, the feud between Will Smith and Janet Hubert reached a whole new level of petty jealousy. Janet played Will Smith's auntie in Bel-Air and took an instant disliking to Will Smith as she felt it was unfair he'd been given a TV show at the age of 22.
Okay, so I have to say this. I feel so bad for Will Smith, bro. I'm pretty sure everybody does. He needs to really build himself up and get away from Jada. Jada is really making this man, beating him down. Jeez.
Will Smith later stated, "I can straight up say that Janet Hubert wanted the show to be the Aunt Viv of Bel-Air show. She said once, I've been in the business for 10 years, and this snotty-nosed punk comes along and gets a show. To her, I'm the Antichrist." While Alfonso Ribeiro, who played Carlton, also noted Janet was painful to work with. There were days when we were all on set and she would literally go off on people, and they got to a point by the time the second season came around where we're like, this is unacceptable. As someone who was seen as difficult, Janet was offered significantly less money to appear in the fourth season, encouraging her to quit, which is exactly what she'd do. However, this only increased her resentment toward Will, as she'd state, "There will never be a reunion."
It just seems like she's a hater, though. What? Yeah, she just seems like a Okay. Yeah, she just seems like a hater. Like, get your bag, man. Don't be hating.
I will never do anything with an a-hole like Will Smith. He is still an egomaniac and has not grown up. This constant reunion thing will never ever happen in my lifetime unless there is an apology, which he doesn't know the word. Despite stating that there wouldn't be a Fresh Prince reunion, it did eventually happen in November 2020.
Why? I don't get it. What? Why? She was just mad for nothing, it seems like.
Where more than 30 years later, Janet was still convinced that Will had ruined her life, stating, "I hated what you did, I just hated what you did. You took my career away of 30-something years," as Will Smith's comments about her being difficult made it hard for Janet to land.
It seems like she was, right? I mean, she was just mad that Will was the star of the show and that someone younger got his own show. And I get that, but why did you agree to be on the show if you had a problem with it? Just do something else. And like, your show was popping too. I would just be glad to be like a walk-in, to be honest. I mean, that's just me.
Work afterwards. At the end of their talk, the two made up and apologized, although Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey had no interest in doing.
Bro. Honestly though, bro, I feel like Nicki just have beef with like a whole list of people. Like a lot of people, like Miley Cyrus, Cardi B. I didn't even know about this beef, so jeez, not Cardi, I'm sorry, Nicki. I don't know. I feel like Nicki would be like a cool person to like hang out at a party with, but like she got too many ops for real. She got way too many ops for real.
What's with the A+?
Oh, we're using a lot less hot water these days after taking the Virginia.
Come on. Let me back in the fray, yo.
That appear alongside one another in season 12 of American Idol, where their almost polar opposite personalities began to clash immediately.
Are you country? Are you country? Do you like country? Do you like country? And I kind of feel like we're making.
Yo, you okay, I understand. Let her say. Why is she talking over Nicki? Like, let her talk. I'm sorry, Nicki. You have every right to be mad at this woman. I take everything back. Let her talk. Why are you talking over her like that?
We're making her do.
I'm trying to help her. We're trying to help her as opposed to just talk about
I'm
her outfit.
continue to speak.
Of course, you
well,
always
we're
do.
almost actually.
See, yeah. Okay, just like I said this before. Black people don't tolerate disrespect, so don't do it. I mean, she was just talking over her. And like, if you had a problem with her, talk to her about off screen, like saying, "Hey, I know I was like rude and stuff. I'm sorry. I just felt like, you were just talking about her outfit than her actual talent." And then just have that discussion, bro. Be real.
Notable instance, the two had this argument mid-show where
Nobody said every moment. Oh, excuse me. The music will cut me off if I can. Oh, darling, may I express this?
Yeah. I think the blonde-haired lady, I forgot her name, bro. I'm sorry, but like, yeah, I think she just don't respect Nicki. She do not respect Nicki at all, and that's why she's like talking over her. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is.
To her as a singer, I just feel like what maybe trying to be expressed is just sing from your heart the entire time.
Is Nicki gonna pull out the Glock? Nicki like, hold up, I'm about to air this place out. Oh my god.
And your notes will continue to shine regardless of the dirt that gets splattered around you.
After which Nicki threatened Mariah with violence.
Multiple people heard Nicki say, "If I had a gun, I would shoot."
Oh, she was about to air that place out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro.
That
leading Mariah to state the following.
It felt like an unsafe work environment. I'm not going to take any chances, so yeah.
Don't pretend like you're the victim, bro. Honestly, you could have just discussed this backstage with Nicki, but instead you just decided to talk all over her, bro. And that's what you did. You literally did. You talked all over her. My gosh.
did hire more security.
In response to Mariah Carey's claims, Nicki responded by tweeting, "Hey y'all, let's just say Nicki said something about a gun. People will believe it because she's a black rapper. LaMayo, I'll then hit up Barbara and milk it," implying that Mariah had made the story up. Nicki then made another tweet reading, "I guess it hurts to have the producers tell you to your face that Nicki is the best judge we've had since Simon, or poor you, keep them lies coming," implying that Mariah was also simply not as good at judging. For obvious reasons, both judges quit the show after only one season, after which Mariah Carey stated this:
"That was the worst experience of my life. I would never want to be involved with it again." With
Drake Bell and Josh Peck holding a similar opinion about returning to their most famous show.
Yeah, alright, here we go.
While it seemed the two had a great time filming Drake and Josh, Drake would take to Twitter in 2017 writing, "When you're not invited to the wedding, the message is clear. True colors have come out today. Message is loud and clear, ties are officially cut, I'll miss you brother," which was followed by Drake flaming Josh via text for the very same reason.
I'm getting married that night and I see these text messages.
Like, honestly, I never get butt hurt when... I mean, it depends. I guess I get like a little hurt, but like not enough to like tweet about it, you know? Like, so you didn't get invited. So what, bro? That is literally their wedding. Like, it's their choice, not yours. Like, just let them be, bro. Like, get mad at it in private. All right, so I'm just going to have to finish this video and call it a day. Man, I'm trying to record and like my phone won't charge. This is a brand new cord, bro. That's crazy. So, yeah, we're just going to finish this and call this a day.
From him, like, cursing me out, coming for me. I mean, on the night of my wedding.
The incident was a sad moment for fans of the show. However, 2 months later, they'd make up, apologize, and even post a 12 million view video together, implying that the duo was on good terms. That would be until 2021, when Drake found himself in a bunch of legal trouble, after which Josh made the claim that they were never really friends.
Are you guys, like, not friends?
Not really, no. We made this thing that people really love, but maybe we weren't that close.
So you guys were never close during the, like, when you were filming, Drake and Josh? You were just kind of co-stars?
Obviously, there were times where we were closer than not, but when inevitably the show ended, I mean, we're just totally different kids.
These statements have since been criticized, given they'd spent a large amount of time together outside of the show, with one of these critics being Drake Bell himself, who'd give numerous examples of them hanging out together.
That's what bugged me about it. He's like, we weren't friends, we didn't hang out.
Your Christmas party, the party that I made.
He came all the way to Riverside.
Oh my god, I can't stand her voice. What the heck? The Christmas party, baby. Hold on, I gotta remember this. I gotta remember this video. I'm gonna watch this video right here.
To support me.
Josh is clearly trying to distance himself from Drake's sketchy legal situation, given Josh is still actively booking movie roles in an industry where reputation is everything. There are obviously mixed reports about whether or not they liked each other as co-stars, although it seems obvious that they're now no longer on speaking terms, and neither are the two main hosts from Mythbusters.
Now that
Adam
is
Savage
crazy.
and Jamie Hyneman hosted the show for more than 12 years, after which an article was published reading, "The Mythbusters always had an amazing secret weapon. They can't stand each other." The article referenced an interview from Entertainment Weekly in which Jamie stated, "We like to point out we've known each other for 25 years and never once sat down to have a dinner alone together. We sort of managed to tolerate each other. I think it's probably safe to say that continuing our on-screen relationship in front of the camera is probably not happening." To back this up, Adam stated this.
No, I don't think Jamie and I will continue to work together on other projects. Jamie and I don't get along very well. That's not a secret we've held.
With him claiming it's not a secret they've held, as it was mentioned while the show was still running.
We are not friends. We tend to drive each other batty. We have never, in the 21 years we've known each other, had dinner alone together. Our very different personalities means that we spend a lot of time in sort of conflict.
Periodically, their behind-the-scenes animosity spilled out onto the camera.
What kind of seconds were you counting there? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? What kind of seconds are those? Who counts like that?
So it's no surprise that Adam would also state this.
There's a lot of fighting on camera. We got really mad at each other, like really significantly,
vitriolically angry. We drive each other nuts every day. We get frustrated with each other on a daily basis.
However, the reason they're so proud of their awful friendship is because it's also their key to success.
The friction between Jamie and I has an integrity to it and a chemistry to it. We have respect for each other. We also drive each other absolutely batty.
We're not afraid to say something that will hurt the other's feelings because we don't care, Savage says. We consider it a point of pride that the right idea always wins. It doesn't matter whose it is. It's a working relationship based purely on respect and mutual gain, with their unconventional approach resulting in unconventional success.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to end it there. I'm sorry, my phone won't charge, so hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later.